Hey you guys! So today we are looking at this, which is the 112 Collective Dick Tracy Mezco. It's the Mezco one. So yes, Dick Tracy and Flattop. Yes. Yeah, I like these. I was blown away. I got the Shadow and the Silver Age, the retro Batman and Two-Face. So this kind of, I had to get it. It's that same kind of era. So yeah. So there we have Dick Tracy and Flattop. Dick Tracy, the same thing there. Dick Tracy on the top. Flattop on the bottom. Warning, choking hazard. I am slightly worried that they're going to demonetize me for saying that word so often in this video. So it's going to be interesting to see if because it's done by algorithms and just by computer systems and things that don't always listen. So that may get me a strike. But yes, remember, choking hazard. Small parts. Yes. Right, not for children under 3 years. It's getting worse. I'm going to shush now. So yeah, that is the box art. So inside the box, we have a, let's see if we can get it out, a plethora of trays. As you can see, nice little stack of action figure goodness there. I can see the coats and things in the bottom. So let's tell. So those are the figures there in the top tray. Let's see. And then we have, so individually. Then we have the guns. So we've got Thompson machine gun, a little pistol, flashlight, badge, revolver. I guess that's the ammo clip for the pistol. A mug. His magic communicator watch. And a flashy effect for that. A plethora of bullets and a smattering of hands. So there we go, a full collection of hands there. I guess they're mostly, that's Tracy's stuff. Then we have this, which is, there is another Thompson machine gun with a cylindrical barrel on it. And then we have the shotgun. Then we have the crowbar, dynamite, because that was a big thing back in the day. And something I've always wanted for these, a violin case. I know it sounds silly, but these kind of guys should have violin cases. They're gangsters, you know, from the old days. Then we have a flick knife, a blackjack, billy club, whatever you want to call it, the thing you hit people over the head with, which I do not recommend. That looks like a 1918, the pistol. Correct me in the bottom, I've probably got that wrong, but yeah, and another plethora of hands. I'm getting the feeling that those hands are slightly smaller, so yeah, Flattop's hands do look slightly smaller than Tracy's, so that should help. Yeah, sawn-off shotgun, which I'm guessing we're probably going to go more with Flattop than with Dick Tracy. Then we have in here, we have the two coats. I'm intrigued to see how easy it is to put the coats onto the figures, because that has always been a problem with some. He's getting the coats on, but the coats look good. We have a green one for Flattop and a yellow one for Dick Tracy. There is Dick Tracy's stand. The stand that will keep him stood up. And Flattop's is underneath. Right, so let's get this sorted out and see what the figures look like. And here we go. So we have 2 heads for Tracy. Very careful there. And 3 extra heads for Flattop. So we have, let's look at Flattop's first. We have, focus, angry. I'm thinking he looks like, what's it, the Spider-Man villain, Hammerhead? Hammerhead. I kind of like that one. That one's got a real swagger to it. That's like, you think you got me, copper? Yeah. Yeah. I like that one. That one also has the same kind of So I got there, just pin in there. Yeah, kind of nice. The one that comes with it is obviously some of them do look, those 3 do look like the same head. There's just one that's kind of very, very different. I've got slightly more sleepy eyes on this one, I think. I don't know. Yeah, so they are his heads. Now, look at that jaw. That is what we call a chiseled feature, a big jaw. Just like the guy from American Dad. That is a big jaw. So it comes with that head. Then we have a what would that be? That's kind of more of a smile and more of a shout, angry head. Now obviously you can see, kind of spoils the surprise, but that is how you get the hat on him. So it has, let me just move him because it's focusing on him. It has pins in it, like that. And then the hat has pins in it, and you pop it on like so, and it sits really nicely. I have to say, like that. That is not going to come off in a rush. That is a pretty good hat. And it's just the right sort of angle to not show his eyes. Because he doesn't actually have eyes on any of them. His eyes are closed on all of them, which I think was the thing of the comic books. So we just pop that off there and pop that on. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, let's move these guys out of the way. So I'm going to put his hair back on because he looks a bit weird with just the hat. Which way is it? That way. There we go. Right. So articulation wise, I'll show you the articulation without the coat on. Then I'll show you the articulation with the coat on because that may make a difference. So the arm up, pretty manoeuvrable. I mean, obviously this coat is quite thick and he's probably going to give it. I mean, look at it. It's lined. That's how much attention they pay to this stuff. Look, it's got a lining in it. That's what you're paying for. There is a belt under there as well. The tie's nice. And it doesn't get in the way of... That hair is a little looser. The hair is looser than the hat. I will say that. The hat stays on. The hair will not come off, but you're going to knock it off when you're moving his head. But yeah, it's got a nice amount of manoeuvrability in there. Ball joint. The neck also swivels as well, which is good. And you can sort of give it that little bit more posability. Right. The jacket, as with most jackets, is kind of stopping manoeuvrability there. It does have a nice amount of positioning in the elbows there. Knees, pretty good. I get the feeling the more that you work with it, the more you're going to get out of it. Just don't push it too far. That's the thing. Never push Tracy too far. Right. Will he kick his own butt? Not quite, but I'm sure he will definitely kick flat tops. So yeah, even in this style, you're getting him in a pretty mean looking poses. Just straighten those trousers out because they are getting kind of caught in the seam lines where his knees are. But yeah, I like that. This little guy, he's going to be the same body underneath here. His suit does feel a little thinner though. And there is manoeuvrability in there. Again, there's a belt under there. Look at that. When you take the comic book head off, that looks very real. It is, because it's clothing. It's just on an action figure. The buttons there, nice detailing. Yeah, I like it. He kind of has, even has socks painted on. That is kind of cool. But yeah, you are going to get him into some... Let's see how that ankle works. Not too bad. There is posability in there. There is a nice crunch there in the middle as well. So you're going to get a nice amount of manoeuvrability. I'm not sure whether... Dick Tracy is definitely going to have the coat on. This guy, I'm thinking I may leave the coat off and just have him kind of like that. What do you think? Yeah. Right, let's see how well I can get the coat on him. So here is the coat. Oh, right, so this has wire in it, so that's kind of nice. It makes it more positionable. There is no lining in there. I am thinking it would be nice for him to have that jacket on, but I'm thinking the coat will go... The problem is every time he falls over, his hair falls off. I'm going to just lay him there for a second. Right, so there is no instructions in the box for really putting the coat on. There's that, which is telling me how to change the hair, which is, yeah, fine. I will say every time he falls over, his hair falls off, which is a bit of a problem. But not such a problem because he's going to have his hat on when he's on the shelf. So this is a coat. I opened it up. It has wire in the belt, which is nice. There is also, wire in the bottom of the coat. So you are going to get him into some actiony poses with billowing coat. The thing is, I don't think it's going to fit over this coat. And if it does, it's going to make it look really difficult to manoeuvre. So I'm going to try, let me go take the hands off, and take this coat off and put the other one on. So while I struggle like an idiot with this, I'll be back in a minute. Wow. So now I've got a coat on. That looks pretty cool. I do think, let's move him, I'm going to have to mess around with it and get it exactly flat and straight and as I want it. And these bits are a little long, but you can mess around with those, I guess, and bend them back and stuff and get it so that it's not quite as noticeable. You know, they trail. But it does add some foosh to the character, if you know what I mean. Some wow to it. Yeah, you're going to be able to do that kind of actiony, posy kind of stuff, which is nice. I like that. It gives you the option. As I say, this guy is probably going to be in this yellow coat for the rest of eternity. I do like the hat. I'm not sure. I'm thinking... The only other head I may swap it to is that one. That's the only other one that I may swap. But that hat looks great. I was a bit worried about the hat, how they were going to get the hat to fit. But that is pretty cool. The coat is nice. The tie, the buttons are all on there. The pockets, would you believe, are... where's my stubby thing? Very carefully. Look, they're actually pockets. There's lining in there. It's amazing. So you could stand him with his hands in his pockets. I don't know if you want to, but you could. I mean, just look at that. Look at that face. Dun dun dun. That is just brilliant. Right, this guy. Should I put the coat on him or not? I kind of like him like that. It's just, excuse me, Tracy. Let's just see what he looks like. Even that might be a good way to pose him. Like he's, you know, got the coat over his head. It doesn't really fit, does it? Doesn't really fit, no. Yeah, that's not great. Let's see if we can do it with the suit on. Because we couldn't with Tracy. I don't really want to... I get a feeling he's more the kind of guy that would wear this coat over that coat. And I forgot to take his hands off. Let me start that again. So, we got the coat on. Yeah. I am going to look at it because it does fit with the jacket. And there is still not quite as much manoeuvrability. But there is still manoeuvrability in there. Which is nice. I'm dare saying that it's making a mess of the jacket that's underneath there. I can still see the white sleeves at the end of there. But I can't see the jacket, so it's probably bunched up a bit. It doesn't feel like there's a bunching of it. It feels quite good, but yeah, that's something that I will work on. But I do like him having the jacket on. I wasn't sure. Out of interest, I was saying earlier that the hands look to be a different size. vastly different size, which is nice. Tracy has really big hands, Flattop not so much. So yeah, it's nice that they've bothered to give them variety. We're not just dealing with one mould, one figure, bro, that's just repainted. Yeah, I like it. It's got, they stand so nice. They pose themselves literally. I just keep moving them around and you just do that and you go, oh, there's another great pose. The only problem is he's a little bit, the coat has given him a bit of a balance problem. But look how bright and colourful they are as well. These guys are fantastic. Right, accessories. Let's have a look at some of the accessories, what we can put on the figure that will stay there. Right, so I'm going to save a little bit of hassle of trying to hold these, because you can see them through the plastic. So we have the revolver, his two-way communicator watch, which you'll definitely get to see because I'm going to put that on him, and his police badge, which is going on him. The coffee mug is upside down, but does actually have coffee in it. He looks like a coffee. He's not a tea drinker, is he? Dick Tracy's not a tea drinker. And a flashlight. Yeah. So let me pop this open. There we go. And I'm thinking the little pistol and the police badge are going to be important, and so is his two-way communicator. Right, let's put them over there. Hands-wise, we have like an open slap hand, a pistol holding hand, a pointy finger, a grasping hand, which sort of more torch holding, throat grabbing hands, lots of grabbing hands, and also handy for holding Thompson machine guns. Yes, because that's a pretty nice piece of kit. The clip does come out. Let's go back in again, which is nice that they've bothered to do that. Yeah, so yeah, plethora of hands. It's just which one am I going to put on him? Yeah, so let's see what we can do with the watch and things. And then we have him with his revolver and his police badge. This bit has a habit of manoeuvring. He also has the, oops, focus, the watch communicator on there as well. Can you imagine if we had communication devices that were that small and we could talk into? It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? There's the police badge. And we also get this little, I don't even see that. Well, that focused really well. Which is a little effect that goes sort of on next to the phone, next to his watch. So it looks like, focus again, he's listening to it. There we go. What do you think? Pretty cool idea. There is so much in this that you're kind of not going to use all of it. And I'm going to try and work out, because I don't think that's the best hand for holding the police badge. I need to work on that. But I will find one that holds a police badge perfectly. Just out of interest for the other guy, in the other set of guns and things, let me open this very carefully because I want to fire all of it across the room. We have a Thompson machine gun with a barrel in it and a shotgun. So I'm getting the feeling that that's probably, I nearly called him Two-Face, Flattop's kind of weaponry. I'm just trying to get to his pistol because it's in with his hands. And his hands are a lot smaller. Oh, while I'm looking at it as well. Try putting that down without dropping it. There we go. The violin case. Oh, look at that. It has, so you can take this apart. Let me just move him because it's focusing on him. You can take this apart, yeah, this one, and put it in there, because look, let's see if we can do it. Right. Let's zoom that back a little bit and we can see better. So that slides in. That bit comes off. that bit comes off. Right, so we've got that in there, that in there, that in there, and that in there. So there you go. We now have, oh, I like that. Well, I know what he's going to be holding. That. So this is going to be Tracy's. Right. In this set we have a pistol, and I think, looking at that revolver, Tracy would look better with that. Right, so I took the revolver off of Dick Tracy because, no, it doesn't come out, but it does revolve. It just looks so small, and I thought he should have had a bigger weapon. I tried him with the pistol, but the problem is, because it's got a slide back, it keeps sliding back. When it was in his hand, it's not doing it now. When it was in his hand, it was sliding. It does have an ammo clip in it, which I thought that there was just one ammo clip, but there's two, which blew my mind. So I'm getting him for now the Thompson machine gun with his police badge. Like I said, I'm going to find a better hand for holding the badge. It's not that one, is it? Is that one? That might be it, actually. Yeah, let's try that. You just lay down there a sec while we try and put... Yeah, that's it. That's more of a police holding badge. Right, let's try that. Well, that one's not great either. We're going to work at it. I might actually just, for now, that's not his. That's, wow. The other hand, really, look how tiny they are in comparison. You really notice the mistake there. And just do something like that instead. I like the idea of him holding the police badge, but I also like the idea of him just stood there looking like he's just kicked a door in. Yeah. Yeah. Giving him the double barrel shotgun and the piano case. The violin case. How would you have a piano case? The violin case with the machine gun in it. I just think these are great. Mezco makes such wonderful, wonderful things. Tell you what, let's give you an idea of scale with these. So here we have them with the Mandrake the Magician and the Phantom from NECA. Two of my favourite figures from that set. Yeah, they look great. Same era, same kind of characters. And I'm going to have to get... I'm going to call it my noir shelf, but I'm going to have to get a shelf especially for these guys. Then we have the Rocketeer and Betty. The Rocketeer is a little smaller, but he isn't noticeably smaller. He's just a smaller guy. So you could sort of say he's just not quite as well built as this rugged Tracy guy at the back. Yeah, you could get away with it. You could get away with it. And she would make a great mole for Flattop. Yeah. They kind of work. As I'm sat here looking at them, it's kind of working and growing on me. Enough. And we also finally have Two-Face and Batman Silver Age. I think they are. I think these look great as well. These figures that I've just shown you, the 6 of them, are kind of all on the same shelf. So this is probably where Dick Tracy and Flattop are going to end up. On that shelf. It's like my noir kind of shelf. Yeah, I think this is a great addition to my... So while we've got them stood here, let's just do a quick check. They come in at about 17 centimeters for Tracy, under 7 inches, just a little bit around the 6.5 inch mark for Dick, and a little bit under 6.5 inches for Flattop. And I knocked him over. 16 centimeters for Flattop. Right, what is my take on these? I think these are fantastic figures. They are falling over a little bit, but I'm trying to redesign the table that I work on, so it's not quite level yet. But yeah, we're getting there. I really do love this era of comic book history, and these figures just really do fill a little spot in my collection. So Mezco, well done. I really wanted the Fantastic Four set, but one, oh, have you seen the price of that thing? And two, I wasn't impressed with the Human Torch in it. But as you've seen, I have got a few others. I think I may see what I can pick up, because there is a couple of other Dick Tracy figures. I know there's a blank coming, and there's Prune Face already. I'm going to see if I can pick them up maybe now after seeing how good these are. But if not, this is a great addition to the collection. If you were pondering getting these, I would say yes. They get a 10 out of 10 for me. I am so proud of myself that I've got all the way through this video without making one silly sort of joke about his name or saying anything wrong about his name or anything like that. I was really worried that this video would get demonetized because I said his name so often in the video. So I've tried my best not to do it. So yeah, I'm now going to go have a cup of tea and do a load of jokes about it. Yeah, get off my chest. You know how it is. So yeah, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps. So many of you guys watch the channel but don't subscribe. Just that subscription, even a comment underneath, it all helps with the algorithm. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Just do at least one of them. It helps the channel. Yeah, because we need to be seen. Yeah, and these figures need to be seen by a lot of people. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all had a great day. Hope you had a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. I'm going for a lie down. Bye now.